24/7 Digital Now Center. This is Beyond the Forecast with your most accurate local meteorologists.
Welcome back to Beyond the Forecast. I'm meteorologist Jackson Chastain, and today I just kind of wanted to talk about where we stand in the tropics because it actually has been quite a quiet season. Normally, you'd see a little bit more activity than what we're seeing so far this year, but as it stands, it is September 5th, and we are near the peak of hurricane season, and still not that many in the way of named storms. And you can see once we get past the middle part of September, we see quite a precipitous drop-off in terms of activity historically. So we are almost on the tail end of this thing. And just to recap the storms that we've seen so far this year, we've had 6 storms and only one hurricane so far, that being Hurricane Aaron. So we have a long ways to go if we are to catch up with the activity that we're expecting, which the National Hurricane Center originally predicted would be about 13 to 18 named storms. The average, by the way, is about 12. So the original prediction was for an above average hurricane season. As it stands, it's been 5 storms, as I've mentioned, one hurricane, that being Aaron being a major hurricane and eventually getting to that category 5 level. We're currently tracking just a little bit of activity over the Atlantic, one system that is likely to form into something. The question remains, what will it form into? Will it just be a tropical storm? Current indications data-wise show that it's likely not to be particularly strong, and there's several things actually working against further development here. Now, it's not for lack of trying on the part of water temperatures. You'll notice that we're about 80 to 90 degrees on average over a large majority of the Atlantic and certainly over the Caribbean. So we definitely have the fuel necessary in terms of heated water. We just have had some struggles in terms of drier air, which has been a problem. And you can see as we take a look kind of to the northeast of South America, these oranges, these reds, these areas where you're seeing higher amounts of drier air, that's inhibiting the development of any tropical storm that wants to move through that area. And so that's going to be a bit of a problem for the area that we're watching right now. Also could be a bit of a problem, although not necessarily at the moment, is wind shear. Any amount of strong wind shear will tear apart developing storms. Looking like at the moment that's not an issue. In fact, you can see there's a lot of green in between where this invest is located, which is somewhere over here, and where it's going to be moving, which is off to the west. And so very likely it develops, just there are some concerns that it's not going to really develop to be that strong, which if you're looking for a lack of activity, that's good news for us in terms of the season overall. It means we are continuing to stay below average. But that is just a quick look at the hurricane season and another episode of Beyond the Forecast. I'm meteorologist Jackson Chastain.